up? Check this gadget, and as you can see, I have 4 different tablets right here in front of me, and they're all not going to fit on the screen. But basically, right now in my possession, I have the ASUS ePad Transformer running Honeycomb 3.1. We have the iPad 2, iOS. We have HTC Flyer running Gingerbread 2.3. And then we have the BlackBerry Playbook running QNX. Now, with so many tablets coming out, it's already a hard decision. Should you even get one? Is it even worth having one? I can say, try to get my frame here together. I would say this. They are useful if you can find a reason to be productive with them. I'm most productive with my iPad, mainly because there's certain apps that allow me to be, do things I want to do with it. I'm very productive with my iPad. I actually don't use it as an entertainment device, as most people will use a tablet as and refer to a tablet as. I use my tablets as production devices. If I feel the tablet's not going to add any more, help me make me any more productive, I really don't see a need to have it. And that's probably why I'm kind of wanting to get rid of my BlackBerry Playbook right now. So since I picked this one up first, let's talk about the Playbook for a second. Let me get all these other tablets out the way so we can go through one tablet at a time, bring them on the scene as necessary. So, the BlackBerry Playbook, love the form factor, feels very good, like the build quality of it, very nice. The software, I like the software, I see where it's going, I think it has a lot of potential. However, it doesn't have any apps, not too many apps, but I can get over it. The main core thing is it doesn't have the core things, such as the contacts, the email, the calendar, the things like that. And for the people that want to say, you don't need those, you can just go on the internet, that defeats the purpose of having a tablet to me. Because a tablet is supposed to provide you with apps to make things a little easier. If I have to go to the internet to sign in to each of my different email accounts, that's making me less productive. Therefore, the tablet is not fulfilling its job. So, I hate when I read the comments that say, you don't need those, you don't need an email client, you have the web, you can do everything on the web. That's not as productive as having these different apps. The apps make you productive. And that's why the iPad is winning as the top dog tablet, because it has so many apps. Not that all of them are productive, but you can definitely find a lot of productive apps on iOS. Whereas you can't so much find that on QNX and Honeycomb. But that's very understandable because they just came out, and Honeycomb iOS has been out for over a year. But still, people are not jumping on these other platforms as much as they are on iOS, which is understandable because a lot of people have iPad devices. It's just better for them to, if they're going to spend all their time on an app, and just choose one to go with iOS. But let's talk about the BlackBerry Playbook. Definitely has a lot of potential. Very nice and portable. If you're looking for a portable tablet, you will enjoy this. Screen is great. Pictures look great as far as on the screen. Picture quality is okay. Pretty decent if you're outside. The video is pretty good. I was very actually happy with the quality of the sound of the video. I was at a concert recently and I took some video of it, and it sounds very, very clear. Let me play so you can try to get an idea. So I'm not going to try to play too much of that because I don't want YouTube to take the video down. But basically, if you was to record, usually when you record that concert, you go back to look at it, you trying to hear the sound is all distorted and loud. On here, you don't have that problem. It's very clear, sounds very good, unlike your cell phone. So I was very proud of that. BlackBerry has a very nice calculator app. Not that that's really important, but it has a very nice calculator app. It has these other options that I actually have never used, but very helpful. It's a very nice calculator app. But as far as other apps, not so much. So that's a little bit about that one. I'm going to do the iPad last just because you probably know plenty about that iPad. Here we got the HTC Flyer. Now, it's running Gingerbread, a phone OS, but it has tablet. You know, it's been HTC has added some apps to make it, well, not added, just enhanced some of their apps for Sense to work better with the tablet. Basically, about filling up the whole screen. You can find more about that in my pros and cons video and my first impressions video that I did on the HTC Flyer. But the thing that's good about this is 7 inches, very portable. Unlike QNX with the BlackBerry Playbook and Honeycomb, you know, they don't have a lot of apps because they're new. Developers are not developing for them. While this is a mobile OS, you do have, you know, your access to a lot of apps, and they stretch up pretty decently. To give you an idea, let me go to the YouTube app here, so I can show you. So basically, it looks just like your phone, just scaled up. Basically, the browser here is great though. For the record, we put the rotation back on. No, internet on here is great. Let's compare the internet browsers. We zoom out between these two. Get a new tab in there. So you have to click up here, and that's how you get your tabs. Let me see if this is better. Okay, so you click up there, that's how you get your tabs and junk like that. So they're similar in that regard. Both of them pretty decent. I work more with Flash on this one. Haven't did too much Flash sites on this one, but I would assume they handle them pretty both well. I like the browser for the HTC Sense. Thing I like about it most is it always goes to the desktop website and doesn't go to the mobile website, so I like that a lot. So if you're looking for portable devices, these are your two best bets. I would probably recommend, as of right now, the Flyer, just because it has the basics, the calendar, contacts, the basics that the Playbook should have came out with. But, you know, Playbook said it's coming this summer. Hopefully this summer is very, very soon, like first week July-ish, preferably. So I would have to recommend the HTC Flyer if you're looking for the 7-inch, if you're in the 7-inch market, because of that and because of the Scribe Pen. The Scribe Pen is great. Once again, you can check my HTC videos, Flyer videos for that. But I definitely like this Playbook. I feel once it gets those basics, then it'll be a very nice tablet. I mean, it's pretty, once I get those core things, I can almost deal without the great apps. I just need it to have those core things for it to be productive for me, and for me to feel like I need to keep it. Without it having that, I'll just have an internet browser. I mean, even with the YouTube site, I can't even sign in to look at my subscription, so this is like pointless. So really all I do on here is go to Facebook, which is not that best of the app, and browse internet and use the calculator. I probably use the calculator more. I use the browser and the calculator more than anything. So that's not too good. So I'm patiently trying to wait for RAM to release those core features. But I do have it up for sale right now. So if it gets sold by then, great. If they do update it before it gets sold, maybe I might like it and might decide to keep it. Honeycomb. You know, Honeycomb, this is Honeycomb. You know, it definitely has a lot of potential to go somewhere. This right here is the Transformer with their customized widget, but Honeycomb has a lot. The thing I like about Android is the widgets. And that's what I thought I like about the Honeycomb is I can have my emails there. Actually, it really doesn't matter. On my other tablets, just by clicking the email link, I'm fine. But, you know, I thought the widgets should be handy and everything. And they are, semi. But really don't, you know, don't make it any more productive than me just clicking the icon on the other tablets. Part of my thing with Honeycomb is it still needs to be cooked a little more. And then the market for tablet apps is very much lacking right now, to say the least. Understandably, because, you know, it is a new software. But honestly, I thought we have much more than 96 right now, considering how many mobile apps we have. And I thought it'd be a much faster transition. But they're going at a slow pace. Most of these are just the ones that are optimized for tablet, just not that useful. Personally, for me, I don't, like I said, I don't use my tablets for that much entertainment. I look for productive apps. So I'm not a gamer or anything like that. So I'm not gaming. I'm not reading children's books. You know, I'm looking for productive apps that'll make my life a little easier. You know, so you see, you got a lot of games in here, but nothing too productive. You know, I think I've come across one Twitter tablet application, and it wasn't that great. So, you know, at this current time, you know, I'm not going to rock with Honeycomb right now. I'd rather stick with Gingerbread and be perfectly fine with the Flyer. When that gets Honeycomb, you know, that'd be cool because it have sense to help it out a little bit. And I think that's why I like the TouchWiz ad on the Honeycomb, even though it's not on there right now. But yeah, Honeycomb, we should see how it evolves. That's just going to be an evolving story, kind of like the BlackBerry Playbook. And then we got iOS, which I'm sure you know plenty about iOS, so there's really not too much for me to talk to you about, really. You know, it's fluid, it just works. I have a lot of productive apps that I use on here. I use Pages a lot, I use the Numbers apps a lot. You know, those are productive apps for me. The GarageBand app is actually fun. Pretty good app. All Stuck Up is a very decent app for sticking ideas. Sorted is a very good to-do list app. Budget Board is good for, you know, simple budgeting real quick. Pen Awesome is good. Got the Netflix. Life Like Craig is a good Craigslist app. For educational, for the students out there, you want to keep track of your grades, go get this app called Grade Pro. You can keep track of your grades. You can do weighted or on the point scale. You can have several different courses. Great. That's a very handy app for me when I'm in school. So, I mean, I know a lot of people say iOS is boring, you know, just a bunch of icons, it's getting stale. But at the end of the day, it works. And that's what people are looking for. It works. It has a lot of good tabs on here, a lot of good apps on here. NBA Game Time that's a very nice detailed app. Bing is nice. This has the Blackboard for students that can have access, that allows the school allows access for that. Vivo. I mean, it's just the Amazon app. I mean, it's just countless good apps that can make your life productive. And that's why I use my iPad. That's why my iPad is my main workhouse. Now, that's coming from someone that uses tablets to be productive. If you're looking for entertainment devices, or you just want to have music, movies, and junk like that, any of these tablets will work, honestly. You know, any of those tablets. But if you're looking for something that you want to use, you buy a tablet to be more productive, you want to go with the iPad right now. I think coming behind the iPad, I think the HTC Flyer, because the apps, you can find the different apps on your phone that you got on your phone, and you probably have a better experience with on the Flyer. So you can be more productive with the Flyer, probably, especially with the pen, taking snapshots of websites. And then I think the touchpad is going to have a good chance of having some good apps come out. So I'll probably do a part 2 when that comes out. The Transform is going to be gone when I do that part 2. BlackBerry might be around if it, you know, if it's still here. The Flyer and the iPad definitely will be here when I get the touchpad. So make sure you check back for a part 2. Check this gadget.com. Make sure you subscribe. Check back later.